It was a frigid December night, and the soft glow of Christmas lights adorned the houses in our quaint little town. Children eagerly awaited the arrival of Santa Claus, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister lurked beneath the festive facade. I had just moved into a centuries-old house on the outskirts of town. Its eerie, dilapidated appearance sent shivers down my spine, but the price had been too tempting to resist. As Christmas approached, strange things began to happen. It started innocently enough: a creaking floorboard, a flickering light. I chalked it up to the house's age. One evening, while sipping hot cocoa by the fire, I heard faint, mournful carolers singing "Silent Night" outside my window. When I peered out, I saw nothing but darkness. Chills crept down my spine, and I shut the curtains tightly, convincing myself it was just my imagination. The following night, the singing grew louder, more desperate. I cautiously opened the door, and to my horror, a group of ghostly figures clad in tattered 19th century clothing stood before me. Their hollow eyes stared into my soul as they sang with a mournful intensity that sent fear coursing through my veins. I slammed the door shut, trembling. Desperate for answers, I delved into the town's history. The town's archives revealed a gruesome tale from the 1800s, a cult that worshipped an ancient deity, hoping to gain eternal life. On Christmas Eve, they would perform a ritual, sacrificing innocent souls to appease their malevolent god. The more I uncovered, the more I realized that my house had once belonged to the cult's leader, a man named Ezekiel. Panic set in as I realized that I had unwittingly moved into the epicenter of their dark activities. Christmas Eve arrived, and a blizzard blanketed the town in snow. I heard the carolers once more, their voices hauntingly beautiful and filled with despair. This time, I couldn't resist their pull, compelled by an otherworldly force. I followed the eerie melody through the snowy woods, each step deeper into the forest taking me farther from safety. The cultists emerged from the shadows, their faces twisted by madness, chanting in a language I couldn't comprehend. As I watched in horror, they brought forth a sacrificial victim, a young girl with terror in her eyes. In the center of a frozen clearing, they began the ritual, their movements synchronized with unnatural precision. The sky turned crimson as a monstrous figure emerged from the earth, towering over us all. Its grotesque form seemed to be a fusion of countless nightmares, and its presence filled me with unspeakable dread. The cultists chanted louder, their voices now a cacophony of madness. The abomination reached for the girl, and as its hideous hand closed around her, I snapped out of the trance. With every ounce of strength I had, I rushed forward, pulling the girl free. Chaos erupted as the cultists turned their malevolent gaze upon me. I fled through the snow-covered forest, their horrifying cries echoing behind me. The blizzard raged on, obscuring my path, but I pressed forward, determined to escape the clutches of this ancient evil. Miraculously, I found my way back to my house, locked the door, and barricaded myself in. The carolers' mournful song faded into the distance, leaving me trembling in the cold darkness. That night, I learned the true meaning of terror, and the horrors of that Christmas Eve would haunt my dreams forever. The house that had seemed like a bargain had become my prison, a constant reminder of the ancient evil that lurked beneath the surface of our festive holiday season.